This is Stephanie. I'm a member of the summer company with Frog in Hand for the 2021 season. And this is just a quick little ankle mobility exercise. So follow along to get your ankles all warmed up. You're not going to need anything but a mat. You can also do this seated in a chair. And a wall nearby is good to have some stability. So let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to start seated. Like I said, you can be in a chair as well. I like this position so that I can stabilize my knee and focus more on my ankle. And what I'm doing is just some ankle circles, really articulating my toes as well. So I like to kind of scrunch my toes at the bottom of the circle and really flex them and spread them at the top. So in plantar flexion, when your foot is pointed, your toes are also engaged. And then when you're in dorsiflexion, when your foot is flexed, the toes are spread out and lifted. And I'm doing 3 circles one direction and 3 the other way. You can also feel free to do more or less. And I like to take my time. Moving on, I change my position a little bit so that I can again stabilize my knee. And here we're doing inversions and eversions. So we are working on lifting one part of the foot and really pressing into the ankle and then going the other way. It's really good to isolate this part of the foot and increase and work on some mobility in these ranges of your ankle. As well, you can have more pressure depending on your comfort level and stability, and it's good strengthening as well. So here I'm lifting the inner part of my foot, pressing into that outer ankle, and then pressing into that inner ankle, stabilizing my knee so that it's really in my ankle joint and not rotating in my shin. This is really good for injury prevention, getting your muscle memory comfortable in these positions so that it can support yourself if you ever are in a unstable position of your ankle. Next, I'm just doing some lift and lowers, moving my foot from side to side, lifting into dorsiflexion, moving it and placing it back down, again stabilizing my knee. I just do a few rounds of this to engage those muscles in the front of my shin and mobilize my ankle. I find these really good for muscle memory and, again, like I mentioned earlier, injury prevention. You just take your time here doing a couple each direction. Lastly, we're going to come up to standing. I really love this exercise. So you can't see my upper body, but I am pressing my hands against the wall just for a little bit of stability. And what we're doing here is moving from a calf stretch, a dorsiflexion, into a full plantar flexion. Finding a lunge position that does have a little bit of a stretch in your calf, but not too intense. And you're just slowly rising up and lowering back down. Switching to the other side and just I do 4 rounds here. I like this because it's a bit of a loaded movement, so you have a little bit of body weight while you're making this. You might even feel some crunchiness in your Achilles, so be careful with it and move through it at a pace that is comfortable for you. But you're really trying to get to a nice stretched calf moment and then a nice, your fullest demi-point or plantar flexion. And that is it for our ankle mobility series.